Hello, bonjour. I'm going to teach you how to get your dog fetched to out. Good boy. With an e-collar. First, I think with any e-collar command, it makes it easier, not it's the only way, but it makes it easier to teach the dog any command, whatever command you want to do with the e-collar, you can do without the e-collar. The reason you're doing it with the e-collar at all is because there will most likely be a time, a situation, an object that your dog goes, but I don't want to spit it out. I refuse to spit it out. And that's where having pressure, now you could do it with a leash, but if your dog is 50 yards away and you're gonna see a client's dog recently, the full video is in the eCollar 101 course, which you can, there'll be a link below if you wanna check out that course. And the dog mid-lesson picks up, she literally picks up a dead, I don't know if it was a mouse or a rat or part of both. And she's the kind of dog that literally inhales everything. She's like, ooh, wrapper, ooh, tin can. Like, this dog has gut issues, which we're working on separately, but she's one of those dogs that's just like, let me swallow all the things. And so we need to be able to tell her no. We need to be able to get her to spit that out. And that's why the e-collar is really great, because now she can be off leash, but previously she couldn't be for a couple of reasons. One, she would run away. Not run away, but like, oh, a butterfly, and then the butterfly would turn into a squirrel, and the squirrel would turn into a rabbit, and she would be deep in the woods and gone. Now she can be off leash, but then the other part was she couldn't be trusted with constantly picking stuff up. Now this only works if you can see your dog to tell them to out. You can do reversity training where basically the dog's like, I want to avoid these objects, but then you got to go through all the objects. Anyway, this video is about how to get your dog to out. So you're going to need something that the dog wants. Now, that should vary. Your dog probably has preferences as to the things that they want. And if you don't know what your dog wants, you can just give them the option. You can just see, he's just like, I know what I want. Yeah, good boy. So he wants the Frisbee. So that's going to be even harder than if I did it with this. So I would therefore do it with this. You got to be intentional about the things that you're using. Like, I want him to bite this toy really hard and tug and bite and play like that. Parker, come. Come on, Park. Come on. Come on. Good boy. So anyway, we can use this, but it's important to be aware that doing it with a toy that's more valuable is going to be harder. Now, what's another problem that we've got here? We've got multiple dogs, and I have food. I have high value treats in my pocket. Now, I can drop this, and they're not going to kill each other. That might not be your case, but even if it even if it isn't the case, you never want to teach things with multiple dogs around if you can help it. So I'm going to stick these guys away. So first I'm going to teach you how to do trade with your dog. It's very simple. You need a high value reward, something that's going to be better than the toy, than the object that you're using. And for some of you, that might be extremely difficult. That might be the problem, that like nothing is good enough to trade for. I would suggest fasting the dog for 24 to 48 hours. It's fantastic for their immune system, provided that they don't have any medical things going on. You can talk to your vet first to see if your dog is healthy enough to do that. But I fast my dogs at least one day a week, every week, and sometimes multiple days. You got a 10-year-old lab that runs around like a 6-year-old. Been doing this a long time. Anyway, that's not my own personal opinion. That's medical science. I'll link some stuff down below to some books that you can check out about the science behind it. Or I'll just tell you right now, the Forever Dog. But there's also a link in the description. So anytime you are doing something with a dog that you're like, I'm not sure how this is going to go, I would highly recommend having a leash on. This is a custom sized leash that I recently had made, and I hope to be selling them soon. Once they're for sale, the link will be in the description. Biothane leash with a little traffic hold. So I'll just stick this around a wrist. I've got his toy break. He's allowed to have that, but I don't want him going very far. Now, the other part of having a leash on him right now is so that if he refuses the food, I can use leash pressure, but I don't imagine we'll come to that. So when he drops that, I'm going to encourage him to, yeah, good, to pick it back up. And then what I'm going to do here is ideally reach for the object. Fetch. That'll be a separate video. So he's got this thing, and let's say he's really bad for holding on to this thing, which I'm encouraging right now by doing it like this. And then what I want to do is stick that treat to his nose and say out at the same time. That's all. That's really all it is. Fetch. Good boy. Out. So this hand can be, I want the toy, and this hand can mean, I have something for you. Break. So he's on there. So I bring this hand out. Again, having this around my wrist already. Good boy. Out. Good. Out. Good. So then before long, you can intermittently pay. You don't have to pay every single time. Break. Out. Good. Break. And then the reward is you get to have the thing again. If you out it, the faster you out, the faster I'll give it back to you. Out. Good. Break. Good boy. Good man. Out. Good. Break. Now there he didn't do it right away, but honestly, like, sometimes you have to be patient in the beginning, and if he continued to do that, I might use a little bit of leash pressure. Out. A little bit of leash pressure. Good. Break. Okay, on to the Ecollar stuff. All right, teaching out. So you can trade. You can, the problem with trading, I find, I'll take everything from you here. The problem with trading, what do you have there? Oh, okay, yep. Good man. Can I have some food here, please? Thank you kindly. Okay, so the problem with trading, I've found, is that you always, if you don't have anything, the dog doesn't understand the concept. I'll get you guys to just maybe stand by the pole so you don't get taken out by this leash here. Yeah, you go over to them for a sec. Don't kill anybody. Good girl. So when she gets something, she's very much like, it's mine, I'm gonna run away, right? Oh, give me that sass. Come here. So long leash or short leash, everything's, the longer the leash, the harder it is to manipulate everything, but if you go with a short leash, they can't really run around, right? So backing up for recall is going to be one thing. Now I can go out, good girl. But watch, if I go to get the ball, boom, she's going to go for it again, right? So I either need to be quicker than her, but initially the most important thing that she learns is to spit it out, right? So where's the ball? Break. Good girl. Out. So as she's naturally, I'm not hitting the button, nothing. As she naturally spits out the ball, then I will say out. Break. Good girl. Out. So what she's spitting it out as soon as I touch my pocket. Great. That'll work for some dogs. But very quickly, if she's like, bullshit, you don't have food, then what? Oh, give me that ball. Good girl. So what I can do in conjunction with the thing that's already working is tap the button, okay? She's starting to lose interest with this ball, but this, oh. So this is rabbit, real rabbit fur. On a little bungee tug. So I'm going to tease the shit out of her this for a minute. Break. Oh, you almost got it. Oh my God. Oh my God, you gotta bite harder than that. This would be a fantastic toy for you guys to get with her. So it's a bungee and reel. Sit. Good. Break. No, God, no. She'd just rip it up in a second. So she's like, I don't know how to bite things yet. You don't even have the fur. Okay. Okay, great. So this is one of those situations where maybe I can go out and offer her this, but she's like, this is the example that the dog that's like, but your food, your treat is not good enough. Oh, good girl. Oh, what a good girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, and it's got a little bungee on it too, so it's like, it's perfect for this. Okay, so I'm gonna say out, and I'm gonna tap, and as soon as she spits it out, I'm gonna give it back to her again. I'm gonna go backwards saying break. Out, tap, 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 up a little bit. So that was 9, there's 13. Out, tap, tap. Yes, break, yeah, good girl. Ah, pew, good girl. So, so she's got it. Now, pick up the leash, come back to me, reel her in as much as possible. If your dog gets defensive and shitty and like this is mine, out, tap, tap, good. Now I can move her away while I go to pick the thing up, and that happens. So this is where you put obedience in. Come, tap, out, tap, 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 good. Break, get it again, good. So I kind of forgot where I was at. The goal right now is not that I go and pick it, it's just that she spits it out. Out, tap, 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 out. I'm going up, tap, tap. You can destroy that thing. Out, tap, 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 out. Good. Break, get it again. Yeah, good girl. Good. Good dog. So Freddie is an exception to a lot of rules where she's just a crazy high drive dog. If you have one of those, you can do lots of reps like I was doing with her. But otherwise, if you have a young dog or a softer dog, maybe a dog that's not as chargy, not as intense about their toys, not as intense about keeping it, it's mine, I would do fewer repetitions than this. And you can really go light pressure. I'm using lots of pressure in this situation. I explain all the numbers and the increments of what I'm increasing by in the full version of the video. Again, you can check out the course there. It's something that you can really take your time with. There is no rush. And if your dog's not conditioned to an e-collar properly and you want to learn how to do that, just watch this video right here. It's a step-by-step how to properly condition your dog. And then this video over here, I think everybody should watch. If your dog's already conditioned to the e-collar, watch this video, learn about these 3 products that will help just make your dog calmer, happier, live a longer, healthier life. Know what you're loved? Bye, meow.